and welcome to the latest Breakfast Club Pattaya video. And can I just turn around and say, here in Paradise Pattaya, it's raining season, but what a glorious day it is today. So you probably looked at the thumbnail on this video and it's enticed you in. In 1900 is where my story begins today. Why am I starting at 1900? Well, that was when Eduardo and Andre Michelin founded their tyre company. And in France at the time there was over 3,000 cars, but nobody was actually travelling anywhere. So what they decided to do was create a guide called Michelin. And in 1900 the Michelin guide basically showed people where they could stay overnight, where mechanics were, where gas stations were, and where the restaurants were. And their idea behind it really was to get people travelling, because they owned a tyre company. And if nobody went anywhere in their cars, well, they're not going to sell many tyres. As the guide grew in popularity, in 1926, Michelin launched its very first star system for restaurants. And basically they were stars which were worthy of a visit, 2-star, excellent food, 3rd star, worth a detour. And it absolutely became the holy grail for restaurants throughout the world. In 2018, Michelin finally came to Thailand. In 2024, they came to Chon. And we believe that we've got inspectors on the ground now, and they're looking at local food blogs, local YouTube stuff, people like the Breakfast Club Pattaya, to try and find places to go out and to review. Now in Chon, they did actually have a section called Bib Gourmet, where 15 places in Chon actually got recommended, okay? But none of them got a star. But what we're gonna do today is we're gonna take you to a place which could very well be Pattaya's first ever rated Michelin star restaurant. Let's go and check it out.
Welcome to the Globe Hotel by Restaurant.
That's very nice of you. Well, I'm just sat down here at the Globe, and well, I can tell you something, there's certainly been no expense spared at this place. It is absolutely stunning inside. I think this is not only like one of the nicest dining areas in Pattaya for sure, I think this is one of the nicest dining areas I've ever been in, ever. Attention to detail, my God, I mean, it's through the roof here. First of all, I know there's some people here, I'm not a big wine drinker, but obviously it's a massive deal when it comes down to going out for a meal for a lot of people. And some of the people that are watching this probably think, well, how many different types of wine have they got? Well, the wine list is absolutely incredible. We've got 75 different types of wine, 150 different types of liquor, plus they also have mixologists that specialise in making cocktails. And the boss has just popped over to join us just before we get stuck into some of the starters which come out, which look absolutely fantastic, and I'll be talking you through those in a minute. Mats, hey, great to see you. Thank you for giving me 5 minutes. March the 15th, big day in Pattaya. The Globe restaurant opened. Talk to me about your vision for this place, because it's amazing.
Our aim is to be the first restaurant in Pattaya to receive a Michelin star. And we've been aiming for that for the last year.
Yeah.
So all the preparation into the kitchen team, into the plates, into designing the menu, that's what we're aiming for.
There's a big buzz about this place, and it's the talk of the town in terms of culinary excellence, which is fantastic, because we've got a few great restaurants in Pattaya, but already you're being heralded as one of the best and somewhere to come for a special occasion. So just very quickly, in terms of your location, obviously you're on Soi 7, you're a hotel as well, so that there's rooms available. But in terms of booking and availability, we're coming into high season. What would you recommend people do?
We have a website. We have a booking template on the website,
okay,
which makes it easier for us to consider things like dietary restrictions,
fine,
allergies.
Yeah.
but also just calling in and booking would be fine.
Cool. All right, okay, fantastic. During the busy months, but you would recommend people, you know, especially December and January, you would recommend people using that website, logging on and making their reservations, correct?
Yes, because we're expecting the demand to be quite high during high season.
Okay, now you're open from 12 o'clock. Could somebody come in? I know that you've got a tasting menu, which is 9 courses. Could somebody come in at 12 o'clock and get that tasting menu?
Yes.
They can. All right, okay. And in terms of last orders in the kitchen, which is every chef's worst nightmare, you know, what time is the last sitting for dinner?
9:45.
9:45, not 9:50, 9:45, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so don't come in at 9:50, 9:45, and then you can still get the 9-course set menu or anything else off the menu as well, yeah?
Yes.
All right, okay, fantastic. Listen, Mats, thanks for giving us, I know you're really, really busy running this place, and I know how much work you put in, and I'm gonna wish you all the very, very best, and hopefully if there's a few people watching this video, they'll be booking, all right? And all the best for high season.
Thank you very much.
See you soon, all right? Right, the starters are out. Well, actually not the starters. This is the complimentary bread which has just come. Oh, wow, look at this. Okay, so what have we got? Right, well, first of all, the butter, right? And the herb butter is homemade, as are every single piece of bread. This has got coconut inside. This is a mini baguette. And by the way, it comes out so warm. And this is brioche. And inside it, it's actually got bacon bits and bacon fat and Parmesan cheese on top. I feel transported to a patisserie in France. My God. Wow, thank you, chef.
No problem.
And this is the Chiang Mai honey bee trail. Reminds me of one of the old smoking carriages on an intercity train. Wow, look at this though. You know, I was talking about like level of detail, and this is kind of what Michelin look for. Look at the level of detail that's gone into this dish. You know, it's not really food, is it? It's more like something out of a science experiment and a complete and utter work of art. It looks too good to eat, but I'm going to have to. Right, so let's tuck in. Okay, honey bee trail first. So that would be from the hive of the bee, right? I got the chef giving me the thumbs up, like I actually know what I'm talking about. Oh, wow. And what they've done here is they've sourced local ingredients, which is a really, really big thing for Michelin. And it tastes a little bit like a honey crisp. It tastes of honey, but it's crisp, but a little bit of like caramelization going on as well. And look at this. I don't know if you can see this. Look at all of these little details here. Wow. So this one comes in between. This is to refresh the palates, and it looks, again, look at the level of detail on this. That is absolutely incredible. And they're using a Thai fruit which is called pomelo, compressed pomelo, lime caviar on top, and lemongrass granita. So the idea of this is to cleanse the palate in between your courses because you're having a tasting menu. So let me just taste this. It's so incredibly refreshing. Do you know what this reminds me of as well, the presentation? And I know that they're going for it, but it reminds me of like a Heston Blumenfeld type restaurant, you know, with all the different types of courses. But thank you, chef. Here we go. This is it. My God. Right. Alec, how long did this take to make?
Less than 15 minutes. So
50?
we do it from the scratch. 15
minutes? I can't even poach an egg. Look at this. Right, okay. Now, wow, it just comes apart there. So that's like a mousse, right?
Yeah, that's the young coconut this form.
Oh my God. you know, it's exceptional. It really is exceptional. I laugh and I joke, but the art that goes into these dishes, the care and the attention, for somebody that finds it difficult to poach an egg, I'm absolutely blown away.
So this is Chef Alex's second in command, Chef Ted.
Right, so we're going to start here. This is fresh truffle at the top. Tapioca,
Yeah, exactly.
lobster cracker with tuna tartare underneath. Okay, now it's obviously not just any normal tuna tartare. They work so hard here to source the best ingredients from all over Thailand. And there is a massive emphasis in terms of organic, fresh, sustainable, and seasonal. That's really important. So I'm gonna just try a little bit of this cracker because I've never had a lobster cracker before. Look at that, guys. Oh, wow. And then you've got truffle on. Is that caviar?
Yeah, caviar as well.
Oh my God. So you've got truffle and caviar. And I've got a camera assistant with me today. And I know that they'll want to try some of this. But look at that. So you've got the caviar on top. Wow. Which has just fallen off. Wow. Can you see that? The little dashes of caviar.
So
Now-
I would suggest that to eat the tuna with a tapioca cracker
So,
together. So you can scoop that out.
okay.
Exactly.
So here's how they suggest it. You get the cracker. I could be good at this part actually, because I'm an expert at shoveling food in my mouth and shoveling stuff on top of crackers. So that's how you eat it, guys. You probably will want a bit of caviar on there. Or maybe not if you can't get it on there. Yeah, I've got a tiny little bit. Right, let's go with this. Okay. It's got so many flavours going on there. If you like seafood, and you like fresh seafood, and you want to have some of the best tuna I think I've ever tasted, forget whatever you get down the supermarket that comes out of a tin. This is different level stuff. So this is sorbet, but every single time they do this and they bring it down, it's like a different smell. It like takes you to a different place. But this, oh wow, look at this sorbet. It's like a foam. Am I supposed to eat it with the other bit inside? Right, okay. Not that I didn't know that, guys, because I'm a regular at fine dining establishments, as you know. It's almost like bath foam. It doesn't taste like bath foam before any comments, right? It's not just food, is it? It's a dining experience. So this is encapsulated basil, a lychee sauce reduction, and this is locally sourced, good quality, organic duck. You know, the duck's cooked perfect. You don't need me to talk about how tender, how juicy that is. The reduction works well, all the flavours combine perfectly. It's incredible. It really is absolutely incredible. But look at that as well, how crispy the duck is on the skin. And it's those kind of the crispiness and the flavours with everything working together that sets kind of your basic plate of food from your exceptional plate of food. And then when you start adding things like, you know, the basil that you crush that's encapsulated in sugar, then you're going up a level again, aren't you? And I'm not quite sure how much higher a level you can go after this. Now, I'll be honest with you, a lot of people in Pattaya might be a little bit concerned if a girl comes at them with a series of knives or blades, but here it's perfectly fine. Is there any particular knife that you would suggest? a big one. I'm just about to have the steak, and you actually get a choice of steak knives. If anyone knows anything about steak, there's a region called Kagoshima in Japan. And essentially it has won awards for its texture, for its marbling, for its overall quality from the farming, all that type of stuff. In foodie circles, you know, those that really know their food, this is in the conversation, arguably, because I know there'll be people in the comments that will say something different, the best tasting steak in the world. And even the chef here tells me you can take that to the bank. Now, I've got my steak knife here. I've just noticed something else as well. I'm not going to attack the cameraman, relax. Can you see that on there? The globe, it's even got their logo. And by the way, the knives that they've got, they've sourced from all over the world. But who cares about the knife? We've got a carrot, we've got something, is this onion?
Onion mix.
I know what I'm talking about. And this is a carrot. And we've got some peas here. But I'm gonna have to cut into this. This is obviously creamy mashed potato. Let's cut into this. See, oh my God. It is literally, you know the term knife through butter? Wow. That is, oh, look at the marbling, the texture. I'll be amazed if any of you eat a better piece of steak. My God. Sure, it's not the biggest, but that is absolute, it's class. I just had this explained to me, and the story behind this probably goes on for about 5 minutes. Let me tell you something, right? Everything that I've had today has been a work of art, and this dessert is no different. The level of detail that's gone into everything is incredible. I'm going to be joined, hopefully, if I can get him out of the kitchen, because it's starting to fill up in here now, Chef Alex later. Look at this. This is like, you know what this reminds me of? Have you ever watched Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? And they have all of these wonderful style desserts that people have. And it's kind of like a kid's dream. Well, at the moment, I guess I'm living that kid's dream. Let's have a go. God, I'll get killed for saying this because it's going to taste a lot better. Do you remember the old Flake? Who remembers the old Flake adverts? But it's not like a flake. It's it's like like a dairy milk chocolate, but an extremely luxurious version of that. I've been joined after one of the best meals I've ever had in my life by the chef, Alex. I'm not just saying that, by the way, because he's sitting next to me and might attack me, because you know what these chefs are like, right? Chef, has anything big happened in the news today to yourself?
Oh yeah, I have featured in MSN.
Yes.
Yeah, as part of the top 5 food experts.
Right.
Who are changing the way of eating, so something like that.
You have set the bar to a new level of excellence here at the Globe. I've eaten out in some good restaurants before in my life. I have eaten at Michelin star places. I know that that's what you guys are striving for, but your tasting menu was absolutely incredible. Can you just tell me a little bit about the inspiration behind the courses and what you get on the tasting menu for people that are looking to book up?
It's a seasonal chef's table. Of course, we're using a seasonal ingredient in Thailand.
Yeah.
So the concept is using or featuring the locally sourced ingredient in Thailand, but So currently we are running a seasonal chef's table winter rainy season edition, and it's a 9-course menu.
Right.
So from the start, amos boost until the closing bites. So yeah, it's inspired by a rainy season edition. I mean the season in Thailand.
Of course.
Yeah. So we source out a lot of ingredient in different regions in Thailand, and yeah, something exceptional, spectacular, and when it comes to the artistic plating, the approach, the concept, the behind the stories in every plate is, I can tell it's, people will love it.
And how many years have you been in the kitchen?
For 2 decades now.
So, okay, so I asked how long it takes. So you put in, to get to this level, it's been 20 years of hard work.
Yeah, hard work, yes.
And you've worked in a Michelin star restaurant before?
Before.
Chef Alex, I'm impressed. Blown away, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I give every single video I'm going to give a rating to in terms of what I've just had. First things first, let's go through the menu, okay? Now what we had a selection for the video basically of the tasting menu, and that actually comes to 4,195. So if you are going to come down here, that's what the tasting menu actually costs. Of course, if you wanted the Wagyu, that's 2,950 as well. But you're talking about one of the best steaks you could get in the entire world. The price, in my opinion, reflects the quality of what you get, which I think is the most important thing. So I've got to give this place a rating. Now, I've rated a couple of places, given 9s, 10s, 10 stars, but for this one, we've got one special award, okay? And I'm only gonna give this to the very, very best restaurants in Pattaya. Ones that I would basically turn around and bring my family to, bring my friends to, and somewhere that you should make a special trip to, okay? So for the first time ever, this restaurant, I can't give you a Michelin, guys, but I'm going to give you the Breakfast Club Golden Fork. Outstanding, world-class culinary excellence right here, Soi 7, The Globe, Pattaya. Get booking. Thanks very much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Hit like, smash a subscribe, the whole thing, and I'll see you on the next one.